NFL 22. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Panthers and the Niners, and it's coming up next.
On the return, here's Hall. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Throw left side, take it in by McKinney. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. On play action, Lawrence. That's taken in by the tight end, McKinney. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. On second down now, it's Mitchell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Tannehill. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Justin Madubuike in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got McKinney complete to his tight end. 2nd down and 5. Play action. It's Lawrence. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Now Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Trey McKinney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The numbers last week for Mitchell. 17 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 79 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On third down, Lawrence being chased out left. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. This is Smith with a grab. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on fourth down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now first and goal.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Riddick with a carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On second and 11 now. Tannehill got a man. That's Ayuk. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 47. They'll try the left side. Mitchell, and a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On first down, Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Here's Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Here we go, here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charlie. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field. Hard
to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Carolina. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Lawrence. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it, the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On 2nd and 12, Tannehill firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Samuel bringing in the slant. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here's Smith to return it.
Let's go, let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
There's a short throw to his tight end, McKitty. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They go play action with Lawrence. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So that challenge, a successful one. There's a short throw to his tight end, McKitty. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Lawrence, he's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Forced it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored point.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
On second down, it's Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On play action, Lawrence. That's taken in by the tight end, McKinney. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now this throw caught left side. Pretty move. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The quick slant caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Trey McKinney, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Tannehill. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There's a short throw to his tight end, McKinney. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 27, Lawrence. There's a short throw to his tight end, McKinney. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. There's a short throw to his tight end, McKinney. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. On the ball. Mike.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together in all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tannehill's throw pulled in by Kittle. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Hey, bro, Mike 40.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Here's 2nd and 10. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into 4th. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Riddick. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go back to Riddick. Powering his way forward. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Riddick. Wiggles free. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now Riddick. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Panthers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Now Tannehill. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners 30. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. From the end zone, Tannehill. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. This one caught by Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.